I love this girl. So Christy, tell everybody how you got started in your It Works business.
So I was just watching Mackenzie on Facebook. She kept posting about this crazy wrap that I didn't believe in, and it wasn't going to work for me, and I wasn't going to sell it, but I wanted to use it, and I was intrigued. So I watched her for like 3 months, and I think I asked her questions every day around morning, noon, and night. But I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to be a part of it. And then, since I was going to use the products, I decided if I did love it and did love the results that I had, I wanted to be able to share it with people. So I became a distributor in July of 2013.
I love it.
Okay.
And I would love to know how many of you got started because of Facebook. Raise your hand. It's a powerful tool, right? You lights guys are on it. Y'all are on it. Thank you. All right, so did y'all see that? You guys, we have to remember people are watching. They watch us 3 months. 3 months you sit there and watch, ask questions. So we never know what people are thinking. We've got to be consistent. So what did you do to launch your business?
When I started, we were still doing, or Mackenzie was still doing the wrapping Wednesdays, so I just invited a bunch of friends and family there, and I had a great launch party. I had 3 distributors sign, I think, and a few loyal customers, so I was excited. And then they didn't do anything. One of them wouldn't even respond to me anymore, my messages or anything. So I got discouraged, and I kept using the products, but I took it personally that they weren't gonna work and see the business as I saw it.
Don't you think that's one of the hardest parts of the business? All of y'all. We sign these people up, they come to us, they say, I'm ready, they pay their fee, and they join the party, and then they like enter the witness protection program or something like a week later. How does it happen? Y'all, the struggle is real. It happens, okay? I want y'all to hear that. Hear that from Christy. She's a triple diamond now, but people quit. And the thing is, it's so hard, especially if you're a person that loves people really deeply. It's so hard not to take it personally. But at the end of the day, we have to remember people aren't giving up on us, they're giving up on themselves. And that's a class, doesn't Jim Rohn say, that's a class we can't sign up for. We don't sign up for that class to try to figure out why people quit, why people give up. We just can't, because we'll never know the answer really fully of why people give up. So you were discouraged, but you didn't stay discouraged, which is the key, right? So you're here on stage as a triple diamond, but what was the spark that really kind of got your business going?
That's a verbal contract.
I'm not sure exactly what it was, but I decided to go to my first team meeting, September. It was beginning of September, and I saw people who were just like me speaking. I was sitting in the back row, and I think I got there late, but there were other moms just like me, and I was listening to their stories. They had just come back from Seattle boot camp, and I was inspired again and motivated. And then they started talking about conference and getting our early bird tickets, and so that's when I decided to go all in again, I guess, and try it again. And I went home, booked my ticket for conference, and then my sister joined my team a couple days later. So I was excited and I wanted to do it again.
So things were looking up, huh?
Yes.
Going good, going to conference. And then, unfortunately, tragedy struck your family. So a week after you bought your ticket, correct? Is that the right timeline? So would you be willing to share with everybody and tell them what happened?
Yes. Okay.
We love you!
So a week after I bought my conference ticket, my son, who was 17 months old, and a twin, he didn't wake up. So my life kind of just stopped again. And I wasn't really thinking about It Works. I was a distributor at that time, and the love and support we felt from, I don't want to say say just being a distributor, because it's not just being a distributor. Because once you do that, you make that decision to join this amazing family who will love you and support you, whether they know you or not. We have prayers from so many people that, I mean, when that many people are praying for you, you can feel it. It's not just out there, you can actually feel it, your heart can feel it. So I think that's when I really fell in love with this company, and I realized what it was all about, because there's not other companies that are like that. I was a distributor. I hadn't even promoted yet. None of my team was working. So, yeah. And then December came, and Ben, I wasn't going to go to conference. I had my ticket, but I didn't want to leave my kids. And my husband Ben, my sister Mackenzie, all told me there was a reason I bought that ticket, and that it was going to change my life, going to conference. And I don't know, you hear everybody say that, so I wasn't really sure. I didn't want to leave, but at that point, I think that's where I decided to make an investment in my business. I didn't feel like it was a sacrifice to leave my kids. I wanted my husband home with me eventually, because I just don't want to miss any more time with my family.
Somebody rubbed onions on my microphone before it started. I need to talk to somebody about that when we're done, but man, it's a different culture, isn't it? It's a different kind of company. And I'm so glad that I am so glad that you decided to make the investment in your business. You told me that that after Vinny passed away, that you wanted to live every single day with your family so fully. That when you lose a child, it puts in perspective the days that you have, and you want to make the most of every single one of those. And so I'm proud of you for doing that and for getting to the level that you are, so that you do have those options now. Okay, so last question. I would love for you to look out in the audience, and I would love for you to talk to the mom who is here today. You told me you felt a lot of guilt going to conference, that first time leaving your family. So maybe that mom that is feeling guilty that she had to spend money maybe they didn't have to go to this conference, and she had to leave her kids and her husband and her family to be here and make that investment into her business. I want you to talk to that person right now and give them your advice.
I think any mom or any dad as a parent, we know what hard work is. I think raising a child is the hardest job out there, but it's also the most fulfilling. So we already know how to do that, and I just think if you focus and you start dreaming and take this opportunity that you've been given and run with it, you can go anywhere. There's a reason we're all here, sharing this time together, and you're in a room full of like-minded people, and this energy, you have it inside of you now, but if you weren't here, it's not something you can bottle up and take home. It's something you have to feel, and now it's up to you. You're worthy, you're capable, and God put you here for a reason. So take advantage of that and believe in yourself, because you have a company that believes in you, and you have a family here now.
Thank you so much for sharing, Christy. Well, I have so enjoyed talking with you guys. Y'all are amazing. What I took away most from all of you is that you wanted everybody to know in this room that you are not here by accident. So I hope you believe that. But we thank you for your time. Y'all have an awesome rest of conference, and I think it's our cue to just stand up. Is there music?